Good morning, and welcome back to Ride with Shine College Football. I'm your host, Jason Watkins, with my special guest, Bishop Frank. And if you love college football, you're definitely in the right place. So before you forget, smash that red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment of Hall of Fame college football. Welcome into the show, Bishop Frank. What's up, my guy? How you doing?
Hey, salute. Let's cook this.
We're gonna do some cooking this morning. We're gonna do some cooking this morning for sure. Guys, it's about time to call something to the forefront just a little bit. Jeff Ketchum and his clown show is starting to get ridiculous, and so it's about time to call him out a little bit. Now, folks, I'm not going to sit here and do all this medical thing, the medical establishment at OU with everybody right now. I don't know enough about it to be able to tell you. I'm just going to let you know. I know that there's something going on, just like everybody else does, but I don't know any more than that. We talked about it last night a little bit. We just leave that shit aside, okay? Appreciate that. Let's just kind of go where let's just keep it about football. Transfer portal is what it is. I mean, listen, I think it's all going to work itself out. That's just what I feel like. But, Bishop, what do you think about all that?
I think we're on the right path. I think that where we're at this point, making sure that we're on an NFL path is exactly where we need to be.
Listen, I think that with everything that's come out, right, there's some things that have come out with people that are talking to players, families, things like that. So it's come to the forefront. Something probably has to be done at some point, right? So I would just figure they're going to have to make a move. So thanks for coming in 5 till midnight, Zachary Wilges. Coach Riggs, what's up, Coach? I sent you a link if you want to pop in with us as well. Jay Fez, Derek Hamilton, my guy Derek. What's up? Drewski, good to see you guys all in here. Hey, man, if you guys did not already wipe your feet, T-Boomer, what's up, Sooner Cherry Bear, Ryman Lemon? Hey, man, we get
family. Let's see if we can get him to 100.
Yeah. We need 100 likes. Let's get 100 likes. If we get 100 likes, I'll give away a T-shirt for 100 likes, but 150, we'll give away a hat. So a hat like either I or Coach or Bishop Frank is wearing right there. Either I don't know if you can get that horns down, man. I don't know. We'd have to get to 150 for that for sure.
Yeah. Hey, 200.
We've got some that says horns down on there. Yeah, there's some different ones. Make sure you jump in there, hofmedia.us/pod-merch. Jump in there and get your pod merch. Hey, it is hoodie season. We got hoodies in there too. So make sure you hop in there and check it all out. All right. I'm rare to be in here watching the show this early. I know, man. What's up with that, Cherry Bear? Where you been? I was wondering where you were. All right. Oh, I'll hook you up, man. Bro. All right, here we go. Let's talk a little bit about Jeff Ketchum. So last night, Legend let me know about this. I don't know where Legend is. He should know. He should already be here. But Legend says, "Have you seen Twitter?" I was like, "No, I've not seen Twitter." And this was going on. Let me free share this. This guy is something else. All right. So he says, if Michael Fasusi signs with OU, it'll be because he freaking loves that place. As a business decision, it's not remotely close. Bill Bedenbaugh has never developed a prospect like him into a major success, while Flood has been doing it since he was at Rutgers. All right. So, I mean, this is not even hard. And there's they even put a Twitter note on this, as you see. I mean, we don't even have to do it. I don't even have to do the research for it. I actually know these numbers. 13 draft picks in 11 years at Oklahoma, including a nation-leading 9 offensive tackles. Currently has back-to-back first-round picks in Anton Harrison, who he brought up from the start, and Tyler Guyton. He's won a Joe Moore Award, which goes to the nation's best offensive line. and he's been a Broyles Award finalist and semifinalist throughout his career. He also, one thing they didn't put in there, his players account for more salary in the NFL than anybody else, any other college football offensive line coach. I don't know what we're supposed to say to this. He continued to double down on it, though. I mean, you go back and look at the thing, it's just insane. It's just stupid, right? Coach Rick, sickly? Sick as a dog, he says, down and out. Well, man, damn. You ain't been drinking your own bathwater, have you? You hang around with legend. You don't have to do what he does. Get better, coach. I'm just messing with you, man. All right. I don't know, man. It's kind of getting to a point, obviously, with Catch that it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense why you would even say stuff like that. What do you got on that?
Man, no class. None.
Class.
He just lies
through his teeth with.
I don't know how he fixed his mouth to say it.
Yeah, I mean, how do you lie like this all the time, Bishop Frank? I mean, it's just he's engagement farming, and I get that, and I there's a line that I guess you can flirt with if you're a creator or whatever, but I mean, for real, for real, it's just wild, right? It's just wild. Twitter getting ridiculous nowadays. Brandon, what's up, man? Good to see you, Brandon. Cherry Bear says, is OU getting John Mateer? Hey, man, I don't know. Honestly, when it comes to Mateer, my guess would be yeah. That's my thought. But until the portal actually opens and, you can talk to him, it would be, they couldn't announce anything or else they're just saying, yeah, we are tampering. But they're tampering. You got to tamper. These days, you got to tamper. If you're not tampering, you ain't trying. I'd say odds are, yeah, probably. You were just typing engagement farming. Yeah, he definitely does it. But he's been on this thing with Fasusi for a while, right? He's been on this Fasusi thing for a while. He was talking about it a few months back, where he was saying that they're still circling back around to him and blah, 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 blah. And, just acting like it's an actual thing. What's up there, Neilio? Good morning, fellas. Welcome into the show, Neilio. Good to see you. Tampering our asses off. I would hope. And clickbait. Look, I mean, there's an acceptable level of clickbait. I mean, everything should be clickbait. You should want to click it whenever I put something out there, right? Not always does that work out. But when you start talking about clickbait where you actually say stuff that's false, then yeah, that's the line, right? That's the line. The tamper portal is the tamper portal. Is going crazy. It's definitely going crazy. Let's get into it. Obviously, Hicks, you've got Hicks also entered. I don't think any of this stuff is surprising, guys. With the exception of maybe Nick, which I hate that he's going. Can't say that I don't understand it, but I don't like it. It kind of is what it is. But I wish him the best. And look, just before we even get into any of this, there will be no Nick Anderson slander in this stream. And the mods will boot your ass right out of here the second you do it. So don't. All right? Just don't do it. 18 recruits ain't enough. Well, I know that. That's why they got all that money for the portal. They're going after them. They're going to go get these guys. That's the whole deal. 22 class and 25 class are not good. Come on now. We're not going to do all this today. They're not going to. Look, they're not done. The transfer portal isn't even open yet. So you can't add them all. But you're going to have to, first off, you got to get down to 85 scholarship guys and 105 total. So that means there's about 20-something guys that would have to come off anyway. Then you've got the guys that you've got coming in. There's another 18. Then you got what's left. So you can go do the math. There's going to be some there's going to be some turnover here. There has to be, particularly if you're going to win. Now, the good news is it looks like our defensive guys are standing 10 toes down. We're going to keep Michael Hawkins is still going to be here. The offensive line appears to still be here, and we're adding to that one as well. This class is good enough, by the way, Christopher Shannon. Which one of those guys do you not like that isn't good enough to play? And here's the deal. After, this is the fourth one that he's had his fourth, Coach Venable's fourth cycle. Top 10 3 times. He's still in the top 20 this time, and that's with a small class. And there's some guys in there. And again, I've been telling you guys for the entire year, and Bishop Frank, please back me up on this. I've been telling you for the entire year that the number of guys in the last class and this class that are definitely underrated.
Absolutely.
I mean, Jaden Jackson, he was rated in the 400s whenever he committed and started every game as a true freshman at nose tackle. That's silly shit. Big room around Manhattan is our number one wide receiver. Jace Brown will be headed to the portal. He'd be a piece for Arbuckle, maybe a third wide receiver type. Okay. Wouldn't be that surprising to me. Be good. I mean, listen, it is what it is if it works out. December 9, all hell breaks loose. Knocking Arbuckle's ass over to the board, the Tampa train. Man, he's already working the phones. You already got to know it, man. You got to know. They got to be working that ass off. And look, I don't know. Look, and with the injuries, I mean, some of them you got to, Coop was talking about this last night. You're just not sure kind of what is going to happen with some of these guys, even with, Andrew Anthony hadn't been healthy. So will he be ready? Right. It is what it is. What's up there, Satterfield? Good to see you, my man. Sooner Cowboys, who we got a new nickname for you, Sooner Cowboys. Eeyore. I think we're going to call you Eeyore from now on. Yep. Might as well just put it in your handle. You just might as well put it in your handle. We don't punt Coach Prime and Pole in Boulder without Jace getting loose. Listen, I like the guy. I think he's a hell of a player. It just seems like you guys didn't utilize him much. And I think that had a lot to do with not using Matt Wells as a play caller, which was wild to me. I don't know why he would even go there. Topher. I thought you'd like that. I can't even take credit for it, to be quite honest with you. I can't even take credit for it. Let's see, what does Coach say? He said, check my last one. Oh. He rescinded it or they rescinded it? This is the guy they need right here. JJ Gibson. Come on with it. It's the guy we want. They rescinded it. He rescinded it. What? So the Cowboys, I can't even take credit for the name though, Eeyore. Can't do it. It was actually that was a Coop special. So you can blame him for it, but I am taking it now. You're forever more Eeyore. I love it. He did. Okay. Ooh. This is intriguing. I really wish yeah. How do you spell Eeyore? I think that's kind of how they spelled it. I don't remember, to be quite honest with you, Center in Texas. Good stuff. Let's see. Marcus James, the only linebacker. Where's our Cam Coleman, Ryan Williams? You see things differently than I. Listen, man. Who? The Ryan Williams, Cam Coleman? How about E.T.? Just because there's not a 5 next to the star name on there doesn't mean that they ain't that dude. Wait till you see these guys, man. You've got 2 unbelievably good receiver guys and here's the thing. I think that they literally pulled the other 2 scholarships. And then you didn't end up with Cortez Mills. I don't think with what we saw, maybe we didn't want the guy. But, hey, man, I'll take You know what? Let's run through this. You want to run through these recruits real quick from signing day? We'll go off on that, but then we're gonna get back to some of you guys are gonna have to say some shit about about your good friend. Gonna have to say some stuff about your good friend Catch. I mean, I gotta hear it. Got to hear it. Are you what do you got, man? Cat got your tongue there? Bishop, what's up? You just trying to say they look pretty or what? Shit.
Hey, I'm trying to make sure they get my good side. Nah. No. Hey, you cooking. What can I say? I like to say, yeah.
Just heat it up just a little bit, but I mean, I'm trying to like pass them off to you. Come on now. I hear you. I do. I hate to see Nick Anderson leaving. CJ Nixon's another one of those dudes that I mean, we're talking about this is a special kind of athlete, 6'5", 215, edge rusher, unbelievable player. You know what? Torrey Blaylock. How's that for a Ryan Williams type? Torrey Blaylock is get to the house right damn now. Love that dude. Cortland Guillory, another dude that, you know, hey man, a lot of these guys again, they're just underappreciated, man.
Yeah.
Not 5-star.
Doc Holliday likes Hollenbeck.
32 of the dudes. There's only 32 of the guys in the fucking country, fellas. And
yeah,
you got one of them.
Facts.
Yep. Neilio is more grimace. Lovable, big, purple monster. Okay. I like it. Grayson Harris still not committed. Marcus Harris went to Washington. Yeah. I think Grayson Harris, from what you heard from Jay the other day, and I mean, like I said, you guys know that I go with what those guys say often. Another one, Malik Hawkins, very undervalued as a corner.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
6'1", he's a dog too. Owen Hollenbeck, 3-star power lifter that freaking squats like 700 pounds. Wrestler as well. I mean,
and don't forget my man. He's coming home.
Who's that?
Omarion Robinson. They call him man.
I like
it. That's how he hits.
Dude's a yeah. And talk about men, grown ass men. How about Trent Wilson?
A dog.
Grown ass man. He is a grown ass man. Tristan Haynes, that's another big time cornerback. He's a 4-star, basically in everybody's top 200 at least. Yeah, man. But I'll tell you, Emmanuel Choice, and when you start talking about these receivers, Elijah Thomas is that dude. He is that dude.
Yeah, no doubt.
We do like this.
I think.
Go ahead.
When I look at this class, there's no wasted motion. All of them definitely assess a need in all of the top of their class.
Yeah. Look, once you have to start looking at it in terms of they're locking in on the guys they gotta have. And we talked about this before, whenever I did that show with K. Chris and Chris Mason, where we were doing the, fantasy spending 15 million, 12 million, whatever it was on 5 or 6 guys from the portal. That's not a fantasy. That's reality. They took what they would have had to use if they were going to pay a buyout to fire him this year and decided we're going to give you another year and we're going to give you some dogs that you go get a guy. You go get guys. Don't waste it on a bunch of guys. You go and spend this money, the extra money, and it's on top of the money that they're already going to have. And everything that I've heard is that they're going to be using more money in the portal this year than anybody else. Hey, what's up, David? Yeah, awesome. I like it. Got my shirts. Boom soon in Alabama.
Yeah.
Good to see it, man.
And I see someone say Wimberley.
Bro.
Hey, that cat causes headaches.
Yeah, kind of reminds you of a certain young Boganowski, and Tracy Powers, guys. You know, just popping.
You got Powers, you got Bogey, you got him, you got Hardy, you got RSJ.
Yeah,
Take your pick.
Yeah, no doubt. I like it too. Look, they've got some dogs. That secondary is just getting better by the.
Sorry, I didn't forget you, Ro. I Ro too.
Ro, yes. Please don't forget that, dude. For real. Hey, you know what? Goated, I said this last night. I said this, that I could see that happening. Look, I've thought about that ever since I saw him running step for step in the spring game.
Yes,
with Andrew Anthony and getting his head around on a deep ball and getting a pick as a true freshman running down the field. I mean, and Andrew Anthony wasn't a freshman. One of the fastest guys in the country. He's running step for step with them. You know what I mean? And I do think that he's good enough to play at the corner position if that's where you need him.
And you were saying that, Jason. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. I've been saying it for a while, yeah.
But
I mean, you know, obviously those guys know better than I. But sometimes I think that we forget about him being back there because nobody goes at him.
Right.
Nobody goes at him. When he's in the game, they don't go at him. And I think that he was the guy that's more of a coverage guy when you start talking about the safeties anyway, because Billy and RSJ are rush the passer or you know, help out on the run. That's their best part. That's the best thing about it, right? Stevie G, what's up, my guy? So, wide receiver from Arkansas, yeah. Well, I love what I just saw from Coach Ricks about JJ. Bro, that's what I'm talking about. Actually, let's grab that and look at that one video real quick. Let's see. Devon Jordan, Jeremiah Newcomb need to come good. Hey, bro, I wouldn't be surprised about that either. Look, I'm telling you, Christopher Shannon, are you just doom and gloom? And is that what we're doing today? Are you Eeyore number 2? Because, you know, you hadn't said anything but negative stuff all morning. It's Friday. I'll watch other podcasts. And what? You watch other podcasts? How dare you, Sooner Freak? No, I don't like it. That's not what I'm hearing from Chris Mason. Said that the 26 class is already starting to look really good. Look, it's not the same class as last year. Yeah, here's one for you. Clemson guys coming. You know that 3-year deal that he's talked about is over with. He's allowed to, right?
Yep.
It is what it is. I'm not. Listen, guys, I'm not going to sit here and tell. If we sit here and act like we know what every guy is, because you know anybody could be a miss, anybody could be a hit that we don't know about. I trust the staff to evaluate who's been better at defensive recruiting than the Brent Venables staff on that side of the ball. Who's been better? So, and just like, yeah, those guys are after watching what Mr. Dent said, he is rethinking. Hey man, JJ been watching this, bro. Shout out to our boy. Come and see us. Come and see us, big guy. We'd love to see you in a Sooner uniform. That would be. I'm telling you, man, this guy's a dog. Let me find that, man. I'm gonna find that from Coach Ricks real quick. Where is it?
All I know is the more I look at Arbuckle's film and break it down, I think we got a diamond in the rough. Still got to prove it on the field, but
yeah,
the tape don't lie.
Well, tell me what you think about what do you like the most? What have you seen so far that you really like?
He adapts to the adjustments necessary, and he's not willing to stay stagnant on his game plan if necessary. If he sees that that the A gaps or the B gaps are available for the run, he'll switch off and have his quarterback audible to a run or a RPO that allows to attack that. More than anything, he trusts his quarterback to be the field general he taught him to be. And I understand they didn't have the offensive line we have.
No doubt. No doubt. And you know what? Stinkcast Cat, welcome into the show. Yeah, you know how it goes, brother. You know what to do. If it gets too crazy, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Look, Stephen G's got it right here. The signing class was small due to the 105 max on that we talked about that just a few minutes ago. The Kentucky wide receiver. Listen, that's the thing is that wide receivers they're plentiful. They're plentiful. Concepcion is another one, another baller, right? Another baller. It's starting to look like you're probably going to end up getting Deion Burks could end up going to the NFL is what I keep hearing. I don't know that that's not necessarily a guarantee or anything like that. I don't think it's been decided on or whatever, but I would say that there's some became evaluators overnight. And that's the whole thing that I'm trying to say. These guys know how to evaluate as good as anybody. The stuff that I was wanting to talk about with Ketch goes in there talking all that shit. He doesn't know how to develop guys of this caliber.
Right.
You know what? If that's the case, I would just want to know why is that Nick Saban tried to hire him twice when he ended up, the first time he had to settle for your boy there at Texas, right? He had to settle for him. And then whenever he left with Sark, and Kyle Flood's a good coach, man. I'm not even hating on Kyle Flood. It's a stupid thing to say, though. A stupid thing to say. Ketch is full of shit. And I mean, at some point, Ketch, maybe just, I don't know, try something real for once. Says because he loves Oklahoma, it's not a business decision. A business decision. The money says it's a complete business decision. If we want to talk about the money as, what you can get at Texas and, your Lambos, that doesn't always work. Y'all got the number one class. What the hell else you want? Shit.
Keep cooking.
It's wild. Wild. Hey, man, we want to see that happen for real, though. Tell them Sooner in Texas. Tell them. Hey, I got something for you. Everybody said Arbuckle is air raid. I watched a lot of film. I don't see air raid. He throws passes, but he also runs a lot. I've seen a lot of air raid principles, but I've also seen a lot. He'll get away from it. I mean, you heard the first thing that he said whenever Teddy asked him how he would describe his offense. They're going to attack whatever they have to.
Exactly.
I mean, it's rare that you see an air raid kind of guy that gets in the jumbo package. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
bro. And I'll just say this. That's how I've always said that the best coaches, the best coordinator types, play callers, and, Coach Ricks and I were talking about this that day. That, I mean, you're not married to anything. You don't stay married to anything. That you don't fit. Right. You fit your offense around the players that you got, the guys that and what they're best at. I always talked about, as much as, you guys know what I think about Lincoln, but he's the best play caller in the country. Why? Or at least he was the best play caller in the country. I don't think he is anymore. When he was here, though, I think about when Jalen Hurts was here. And, and Jalen's still the same guy. The same guy that got benched at Alabama in the national championship game. Same dude. And I remember being at the Baylor game that year that they were down 28-7 at the half. And I'm like, I'm ready to get the hell out of there. It was freezing ass cold. I'm like, if they don't score on the opening drive on the second half, I'm out. We're going to leave. And what I saw from Lincoln in that second half was he took with Jalen Hurts, instead of trying to get him to hit those mesh routes over the middle, the ones that are going to be, covered up pretty much, because he wasn't hitting them. And you have to be, those 12 to 25-yard footballs have to be money. They can't be this far off or this far off, and you just can't do it. Jump balls are different. I'm talking hitting them deep. Hi, Mom. Good to see you there. But I would just say so what did he do? He let Jalen run. He threw a lot of balls to the running backs out of the backfield. He hit CD deep on throws. He was hitting Theo Weiss on some deep balls. But nothing was in between that 12 and 25 range, and he put him in a position where they had a chance, and they came back and won.
Yeah.
That's the epitome of doing things the right way. And he wasn't doing it very well in the first half. He adjusted. One of the few times I think he adjusted. He always seemed to be able to do it against Big 12 competition anyway. But if you just want to put these guys in jeopardy, as an offensive coach, you got to look at it as 28-3. I think you're right, Christopher. Yep. Well, yeah, because I was thinking, shit, if they don't get it to 10 and it's an 18-point game, like immediately first drive, I'm out because it was cold. It was cold in there.
Well, you know what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, right now in the changing landscape of the NCAA, you need coordinators like that are willing to, if something ain't working, be willing to alter, to adjust so that your team has a better chance to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, exactly. And Brandon says as long as he's not bringing in, or Goldie says no, not married, and all the good ones, all scheme plays to their best playmakers. And so saying Arbuckle does that should be expected. I would agree with that. Listen, all we keep hearing is how he blew away Coach V in his in his interviews. And from what I understand, I don't know. It felt like Craddock was closer to getting it. To me, I was hearing that the day before. I wasn't real sure. That's why I never really would be that committal about it. But it sounded like he kind of mailed in the first one, and it kind of came back to bite him. Because,
what I can tell you is that the word on the street is that
way more and more every time they talked. I like the
word on the street is that Venables actually vetted him, and I was sharing this with a couple of people. When I say vetted, he actually went through actual scenario down and distance, and actually probably used some game film for Arbuckle to actually let him know what would you do, where would you go attack. And if BB came back and said he passed with flying colors, knowing that it was highly important with this hire, that means he did his homework.
Facts. Look, I mean, I would hope so. You had a couple of months to get it done. And so look, I mean, in the end, I think I said this last night. I said this the other day. He wasn't my first guy that I wanted. He wasn't my third guy that I wanted. But in the end, I like him. I like what I've seen. I've watched almost every game now from this year, and I was watching some of what he was doing with Cam Coleman last year as well. Look, Cam Coleman, I think he did take a lot of it, and Cam got to work with GJ Kinney and then go work with this kid. And he didn't skip a beat, right? And look at what he go back. I mean, you could go back and look at what they were doing at Western Kentucky. He was unbelievable. I mean, this kid has literally been doing this for 3 years. 3 years. Coach Riggs, sickly Coach Riggs. Coach Riggs, you all right, buddy?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm doing good. You?
Good, brother. Good. I was about to share something. And this is why I tell you this is another reason why we should relax about the damn recruiting classes. Take a look at this. The freshman All-America team from on 3, Eli Bowen, also Jaden Jackson. Neither one of those guys were 5 stars. Just so we understand. Not 5 stars. Yeah.
You know what's so crazy about that? Not 5 stars, but yet freshman All-American. So any of these recruits see that, okay, they trust their freshmen if we're willing to come in and pay the price and do our work and make sure we stay locked in. We can do the same thing.
Yep. I did meet Cam Ward, not Cam Coleman. But I have had Cam Coleman on my mind lately. I'd like to see him in
I ain't mad at you.
I have had Cam Coleman on my mind lately. If I would be in that. What were you about to say, Coach Ricks?
I just hate when people define guys by the stars before they play. There's a lot of dogs out there, man, that are 2 stars, 3 stars that have the determination to go out there and prove everyone wrong. Yeah. So we got to get out of this habit of giving everybody these 5 stars and making them think that they're good.
Yeah. Sooner Freak, what's Sooner Freak doing now? You still in there? You still going at this? No. Does he? Well, if they don't make the playoffs, no. I think the word around is I mean, you still got the same schedule, which means that it's still a damn sight tougher than the schedule that they have at Texas. It could be even harder than it was this year, I would think. But I would just say this: I don't know. It's I think probably 8 wins. I think if you're 7 wins, then they're probably in trouble, But I do think they're going to be okay, man. And I think that, look, here's the thing: there's going to be there's big changes to the way things are being done right now too. That's the other thing is you're basically building an NFL front office right now.
Yeah. Well, hey, Jason, JJ had called me and told me that other people have shown interest. So that was the main reason why he decided to step back.
Awesome. You got to take a look at your best opportunities. I was kind of having a conversation with the mother from Artesia. She's got a heck of a kid there was an opportunity there. There's possibly an opportunity for him at a JUCO in Mississippi. And I was like, man, and she was telling me about this D2 school. And I said, you need to hold off on that one. It's still the early signing period. Do not go to the D2 school just yet, because if he's starting to get traction in any way, he was a 3rd-time All-State kid, 6'4", 225, dog, edge rusher, quick twitch, motor. He can play. And, if you go and, Marcus was looking at him and say, man, he's one of those 1 semester cats at a JUCO because his grades are good. It's nothing like that, So, yeah, I love the in the weeds, man. I love the in the weeds stuff is great, Brandon. Awesome stuff. Yeah, shout out to Gabe and Teddy, the Oklahoma Breakdown. Definitely one of my favorite shows out there. I'm a fan of Oklahoma creators, fellas. I got to tell you, I'm a fan of Oklahoma creators. We've got so many of them that do a fantastic job. A fantastic job.
Shout out to B Wise and D Mac.
Absolutely. I mean, we can sit here and name them all day, but yeah, I like Barry and Mac, and the Unfair Sports guys are my boys. Chris Mason. I mean, he's grown on me, man. That dude he's a good recruiting guy, knows his stuff. Yeah, man, we've got some good dudes. PG doing his thing as always. I like JP. Coach Ricks is killing it. The legend. Where is the damn legend? He's overslept. I bet you. He overslept. Dirty dog. He was drinking his own bathwater there, Coach Rick.
I kept him up too late. We were talking last night.
No, man. I was in the hospital last night, and I think I got sick there. So that's why I got sick.
Cavante Henry, huh? Cavante Henry.
I just want everybody to understand, man, every university has to get down to 105. So there's going to be a lot of guys in the portal. So That's why OU's taking their time to find out who's going to be in the portal. You don't want to just jump and start grabbing people when you might not need them.
Right.
Right.
Shout out to Big Phil Loadholt too. Put both of his offensive linemen
Yep.
in the freshman All-Americans, and Duke says poverty programs don't have at least 2 All-Americans on that list. I would have to agree there, Duke. Hey, did you see? I sent you that link for your hat, man. Make sure you jump in there and grab that.
All right. Hey,
Yeah,
did you guys see how Deion took up for Phil Loadholt?
Phil, what? Say that again.
Did you guys see how Deion took up for Phil Loadholt?
Who? What are you talking about?
There was a reporter in Colorado that was saying that Deion's bringing all these guys in that have no experience, and one of them named Phil Loadholt, and he was like, "I guess you don't watch Oklahoma football and know who Phil Loadholt is." He was like, "Sometimes you don't need to be a coach; you just have to have the experience." And playing in the NFL for all those years, that'll count for experience.
Plus, he did have some experience coaching with Big Bill.
Yeah,
facts.
You know, that's why they hired him. You know,
yeah, big salute to him.
Big
like
Phil
I said,
doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing. And
absolutely.
Hey, that was the main thing they had to do. We're looking at a 6'7" tight end out of Ball State. 94 catches, 839 yards, and ooh, that's this year. He's got 94 catches this year in 12 games. That's insanity.
For real.
Hey, Jace.
Yeah.
There's something in the works here that was put in stipulation once BB left, and I'll send you the link to it to where you can find out that if anybody that Clemson doesn't want, that Clemson doesn't look at,
if they just enter the portal,
no, the footage goes right to BB.
Nice.
I like that.
I like it too. But hey, that's the other part is they can get. I would, folks, when this portal actually opens up.
Oh man!
Not everybody decides that they need to, announce their departure like it's the damn airport.
Nope.
Right. But so I would just say, you got to take a look. Yeah, you never saw a DE or defensive tackle knock Phil Loadholt back off his spot. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Yeah, great content creators, man. I love it. Good stuff. The Horns are good too.
Yeah.
Which ones from the Horns? There's a couple. I like
Dave Talk, Rawhide, Coach Hayes. There's a lot out there, man.
Yeah, there's a lot all around the country, no doubt. Alabama has a really good creator.
Yeah, Coach Smook.
There's a bunch of dudes. Coach Smook's our guy. Like him. I mean, Coach Sean and them doing their thing. Of course, Ty. Ty. He's not doing it as much anymore, I don't think, but I saw him on a show the other day, so excited to still see him around.
Absolutely.
A lot of really, really good content. Hey, JJ Kitchen is one of the best there is out there. I'll tell you that. He's a pick guy. JJ, I'll pick him and talk to him all damn day. Talking about K-State guys, there's nobody better than Tim Fitzgerald. I can tell you that. Yeah. Tim Fitzgerald is that dude. Love the guys over at the Big 12 Mafia. Bomber and his crew, Wild Ute. Kuz's Corner. I mean, man, I don't
SCJ.
We're in here talking about all these guys. USCJ is a freaking goat. USCJ is a goat, man. Love that guy. There's guys that aren't, but there's the cast that we roll with, they're badasses. That's all there is to it.
Rob the man. There's quite a number. And the beautiful thing is hey, there's more coming that are building.
Yeah, man. And that's,
like Hall of Fame.
Love to talk ball. Hey, man, we're working at it. It's
Hall of Fame. Big salute. Give Jason some love, y'all.
I don't
hit
put
him up
in there. I don't do all that. So, but
as long as you don't oversleep again.
Listen, I overslept for like 10 minutes, but I did have to leave that morning too. I wouldn't have been able to be on for more than like 20 minutes. So
just messing with you, man. Just messing with you.
Chops there, coach. Dang.
Hey, Coach, tell them we were like news reporters.
That's not
Man, you had my phone blowing up, man. What's
bro.
wrong with Grayson? Is he
Coop
all
was
right?
on one.
Where's he at? I was like,
Oh, if we're talking about content creators, and we would be remiss. You got to talk about Big Trap House.
Oh, Big Trap booming.
Come on now. He's a GOAT also. And I'll tell you something. I'll tell you guys what. Trap House kept me from doing this. It kept me from stopping doing this. I was in that first 6 months doing a live stream by myself. My partner had left. Right.
Right.
Boom time. If you coming in here starting your shit, get out. Don't start with me. Don't do it.
To the moon, Alice. Boom.
Yeah, no, we're not having it. Kind of dug that late night Hall of Fame stuff last night. Hey man, I had fun with it too, man. We did a lot of views too, but no Big Trap, I tell you what, I was in like month 3. I just my partner Bryce did, he's done some stuff with us since then. I love Bryce, man. He's my boy, but his wife was getting ready to have another baby. He was having to work a second job. He just didn't have time to do it anymore. And I'm like, he was the only reason I started doing this shit. And I thought, man, I'm gonna knock it out. And I'm doing a live stream. There's I think 2 or 3 people in there. Nobody's talking. I'm talking. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? And in the end, and then all of a sudden, here comes Big Trap. And he starts talking to me, and we're kind of going back and forth a little bit. And then next thing I know, there's 35 people in there. And then 50 people. He went to Twitter and pulled a lot of people there. And he was just, I will never forget Big Trap for that. I'll never forget Big Trap for that. And he's always going to be my guy. So
not the little one.
We will not the little one. Big Boomer. Shout out to Trap.
Yes, salute.
All love, man. Hey, man, I know what you're trying to do coming in here. I guess we were expecting that too. You're being a smart ass. I know what you're doing. Don't try it. Don't try it. You know I know what you're doing, bro.
Hey, when you have gumbo, you got to have spices.
Well, here's the question.
Stay in your spot.
I'm going to answer it as that you read it. So then you asked it as a question. If you read it, that's not a report when you're asking it as a question. You were doing it to be, talking some trash. Oni Kuno. Yeah. Shout out to Oni Kuno.
The brand has finally returned. Fuck your brand.
All love for Oni Kuno as well. All love for
Holla if you hear me.
I'm a fan. See, I knew if we got started that I'd start forgetting people. And I don't want to do that.
Oh, yes.
I tell you, man, there's really not a content creator that there's a couple that I don't really vibe with a bunch, but I don't hate them.
Right.
Big Trap says it's Easter. You better color your eggs.
Eggs.
Color them eggs, baby. That's my favorite one that he says. Love it. He's my guy, man. He is that dude. And then, like I said, I knew I'd start forgetting people. I mean, we didn't even talk about Coach I and them at Fanatic. The high top fellas, the high top guys have a badass show, man. The high top guys have a badass show.
Facts.
They're really good.
Sean Okina.
Yeah. Trap and Oni Kuno brought me here. Yep. Yeah, Big Trap. And so I'm trying to remember that night. I think Satterfield, you were one of the guys that came in with Trap that night. Pretty sure. I know Hank was. It feels like
I think I was.
he don't really come around anymore, but it's he's always in Jay's. I'm trying to remember. He's like one of Trap's favorites, but there was like a group like Kim Hurst is another one of them. He was in here that night. Yeah, Oni Kuno's an OG for sure.
Yeah.
But those guys, I'll tell you what, Trap doing that for me was the only reason I didn't quit, because I was getting ready to quit, man. I was done with it. And that's what I feel like, you know, that was that nudge I needed. And I just kept going. And like, he was even saying, he knew how the grind was, you know?
Yeah. Fire taste, huh?
Hey, Jason, you and Bishop kept me going. So trust me, everybody keeps everybody going.
Well, I hope I give back as much as like I feel like I mean, I try to give as much as I feel like I've gotten from the community, man. I would say the same about K. Chris and Jay and them. I mean, K. Chris hit me up. You know, I'd never worked with them and or Ty and those guys. And K. Chris hit me up. I did a couple of shows with him. JP from JP and Trav came on with me once. I just hit him up and he came on with me. We were dogging. we were going off about people wanting to fire Todd Bates that day. So
crazy.
Yeah. And then, you know, when we started doing work with you know, on the Lone Star guys, actually there's a Texas guy that I really like, Christian from the Lone Star, but they're not really doing a whole lot these days. Reading my lips while you're worked up is hard. I don't know what that means, but many people may not like RJ. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, I got respect for RJ. I know that he pissed a lot of people off in the space. I understand what you guys are talking about. I just have a respect for the work that cat put in and the channel that he built prior to going over to Fox.
Yeah,
that dude. I mean,
He was literally on a treadmill.
OU YouTube. He's the only dude I knew about. So, and yeah, he damn sure leveled up. Now he could do a little better with some of the fans. It doesn't seem like he interacts near like he should with them. And I know a lot of you guys feel like y'all helped build him up there, and then he kind of forgot about you. But he's a busy dude, and I still, like I said, I gotta give RJ love. You know,
yeah, definitely.
Oh, of course, Shoddy on Just My Damn Opinion. Come on, baby.
Yes, sir.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy. Oh, Shoddy. And
Sooner Legend.
Those guys. I brought Sooner Legend up like in the first 2 or 3. Come on now. You brought up early.
Hey, coach, you see
You act
me?
like I forgot that shit. Don't you do that.
Look, I'm trying to be messy, Jason.
Yeah, you are trying to be messy. I'm gonna messy your ass right out of here. Y'all, please don't stop. We're not, man. And I'll tell you what, I'm not. There's been a few times that I was pretty close that I felt like I was gonna have to stop. And every time you get a sign from something, you know, it's a sign from God. I know it is, because I'm got to be supposed to do it, because every time I felt like there's no way I could keep doing this. It costs too much. I'm not making enough money, whatever. Something goes down, right? And it's worked out really good. Hey, man, I've gradually become one of the favorite channels. Sometimes they just sneak up on you. Know, it's like bye minute. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Definitely Barry Mack. They're awesome. They do a great job. Brinsky Sharp. The Sharpshooter podcast. I was watching them the other night. They did it was fun. They were talking some trash the other night. And he hadn't really done a lot of lives. And he's starting to do live ones now. So man, they were killing this poor cat from he's an Auburn fan. Killing that cat. So no, man, I'm not stopping, man. No, I want to just continue to do it. Bishop, he's always
say more.
He's been one.
What I truly like about Jason is Jason stands his ground and he speaks his mind, and it's refreshing in this time and age. So big salute to you.
Thanks, bro. That's not what we're trying to do, though. I appreciate you. I very much appreciate you.
You got to earn my brownie points.
Yeah. I don't even do that well with I don't do well with the.
I know you don't.
If I like to give,
you got to take it.
It's
you're a part of it.
I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. And I mean, I definitely put in the work. I know that. I love doing this. It's not really work. It doesn't feel like work. Sometimes it does. It just depends on what's going on. But man, I look forward to hitting that live button every time. I look forward to it. I really do. Even if I don't know what I'm going to talk about that day. Go ahead, Coach.
Hey, I was going to give you credit, man. Nobody knows, but Jason was the one that created my cover art for my podcast.
Yeah, see, Coach.
So he's
he's
big
like,
dog.
nah,
He the
you
big
do a
dog.
lot, man. Big salute, man.
He don't have to, but he do. So man,
Yeah.
Jason will always be my boy, man, till I die. So he my boy.
Well,
facts.
No, you're always there, man. I appreciate you too, man. You've been a good friend of mine as well, Coach Ricks, and I think your show is great. I enjoy it. Yeah, man, I was enjoying it, but even before we really hung out together. So, man, I think you're doing a great job. Shout out to you. And here's the thing: whatever help anybody gives to the other one, you still got to keep on doing it. I was saying this to Legend today. You got to be the one to hit the damn button. So, help along the way is great, but you got to be the one.
I was terrified of hitting that button, man. I was telling Jason, I hate going live. I would love to do videos without going live, but it's easy now.
I don't like doing videos as much, man. I put out that one this morning, and I mean, it feels like it takes me a lot longer, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Even when I'm by myself on a live stream, I flow a lot easier. It just feels like I flow a lot easier. But that's part of you got to get better at all of it, because I think that's probably something that's kept me from growing a little more, is doing more stuff like that. But I will do that. Yeah. Sorry, Sooner Freak. I kind of wear it on my sleeve. Guys I don't like. Sawchuck and Crimson and Cream. He's not our style running back. But I tell you, I would surely suggest him for Coach Prime. He fits right in, maximize his talent. I mean, I don't know that he needs a whole lot more damn talent over there, because they're pulling it.
No doubt.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
Jason,
yeah.
I just had on my timeline, Coach Emmett just started following a receiver, and the receiver is Barrion Jones out of Kentucky.
Oh, yes. I love it. That dude's a baller.
Love it.
Another baller. Woo! Still waiting for Coach Royball's Hall of Fame dance girls to show up. Neilio, Christy kill his ass. I ain't allowing it. It can't be coaches, because I mean, I'll have to. No, we can't do it. Too much love for Christy. Yep, she kick his ass too. I know he acts like he's the tough guy. Christy kick his ass. Period. Straight up. That brings truck in the background. Is that what that was? That ain't mine. That's where Coach Ricks is at. The brings truck.
Shout out to trucking. Big salute. So, but Jason,
yeah,
are we still doing that call-in show? What do you think,
man? I don't know. There's something weird. I was trying to. No, I don't think we can do it. Really, I could do it with a link, actually.
Yeah,
I could do it with a link real quick. Yeah, well, let's do that. How many people call in? What you don't do is just don't okay the camera. If you do it with the link, you don't okay the camera. You just got to make sure the microphone's good. I want to hear what you guys think about, and you can say whatever. I don't want to say that. Keep it.
No,
keep it PG.
Cook your gumbo. This is your moment. Cook your gumbo.
I don't want you guys calling in. Just let's not do super negativity stuff, guys, like that. You know what I mean? Don't do that kind of stuff. And make sure that I know who you are. If I don't recognize you, I'm not gonna let you in. So I'll throw that link in there real quick. Hold on just a second.
But the truth of the matter is, Jason, when I look at Arbuckle's offense, I like his route tree, his combination routes, and how he builds the run into it.
Hey, T-Boomer throws us a super chat. Thank you, T-Boomer. He says, I've been rocking with you for years. My name used to be T-Mac back then. Much respect for you watching the channel grow. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you, T-Boomer. You've definitely been one of my guys. You've been around for a long time anyway. And I didn't realize that you had it different back then. But I appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate that.
Big salute, Coach Top. Top of the morning.
Top. What's up, Coach Top? Hey man, I just dropped a link in the dang description. If you want to pop in, give us some heads up on what you got on some of this stuff. Good to see you in here, my man. This is one of my favorite live shows. I just came across it right before this past season started off, right after it. Keep it up. Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah. Let's see. Not click farming. Yeah, thank you, Goated. He said genuine and click farming. Or not click farming. If you don't like what he has to say, you don't worry too much about it. Yeah. I might even argue with you when I shouldn't. So it's probably one of the things I should do better at, but I'm working at it. Say gradually, only because it took me a while before I started favoring the interactive style streams. Yeah, I get that. Well, you know, and that's what I was saying. I kind of feel like with Goated, I felt like we started with more videos and stuff like that, but I've never been real good at just, sticking to a time frame and stuff like that. I need, but so this works for me to kind of just go as long as we go. You know what I mean? In fact, we don't have a ton of time. So somebody pop in, hit that link.
And hit the like button. How you got a moment?
Yeah, hit that.
Let's get the likes up.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we've got 35 likes. We've just got a little over 400 views. So we're getting close to that 10%. That's actually not bad for us. Appreciate that, guys. Let's do a goal of likes. Oh no, I don't want that goal. All right, let's just I'm gonna pin this but I am gonna pin the link here. I gotta do it in here. All right. So that's pinned in there for if you want to jump in. All you got to do is just, hey guys, just make sure that you don't have to do the camera part. Just pop in there with.
I'd love to hear from Nelio.
Nelio, yeah. Why don't you ever call us, bro? Come on. Flex Seal will seal any hole. Yeah, there you go. Come in and talk about it. Come on. Goated, been watching a few years myself, only religiously since just before the season started. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. We've I do not. It's just Oklahoma against the world. Mary J. Welcome into the show, Mary J. Good to see you. Quickly becoming one of my favorite Alabama folks, too. Thank you for coming in. Shout out to the AAA fam.
Oh, yeah. A big salute to the First Lady. She does a lot behind the scenes.
Yeah, First Lady. Which one? Which one are you talking about?
Kimberly K.
Yeah, she we're gonna have to have a chat about that, folks. There was some stuff that went down, from what I understand, that she's now not on the channel anymore because of it. That really kind of irks the shit out of me. So, guys, we got to keep it, 100 in here and don't be going crazy here. Okay. Little fun flirting, things like that's one thing, but going a little too far with it, come on. I think we know who it was. You know who you are. If you know, and I know who you are too. Can't be happening. Cannot be happening. Yeah. Well, she's not back in here, so it ain't solved. You know what I mean? So let's see. Drewski, what's up, my guy? Love to call. We got my athletes right now. Hey, Coach. Yeah, appreciate you, man. And we will get you on here one of these times, man. We'll get in and talk about some of that stuff. We will talk about it. Where's Coach Top at? Coach Top, what you doing, man? I figured he would call. Who else? Who else wants to do it? Just call in and talk. Mary J, you got something to say? Hit that button. You don't have to okay your camera. You can just call and just use the microphone and you can talk through that if you want to do it. But it's not the Alabama shirt. No, it's the Oklahoma versus the world, which is also on the website as well. We got a bunch of those in there as well. So
absolutely. And plus my hat. Get your merch.
That's right. Got them hats. We got colors, bro. We got colors here. Even got America. Come on. Hop in there, check it out. hofmedia.us/pod-merch. Check it out. Lots of stuff. Okay. Who else we got? Timothy Green. That's my favorite West Virginia dude. What's up, my guy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hey, what are you thinking about? Who's it going to be over there? Is it going to be Rich Rod, or are they going to go do something crazy like getting Jimbo, which is not a great idea, by the way. Terrible.
Come on through and let's talk.
Yeah, you want to pop in there, Timothy Green? It's at the top. It's pinned to the top. You can just hit that link and pop on. Whoever wants to call, first one. Somebody got to call, man. Come on now. Who wins the Natty? Who you got?
Nah, I know y'all ain't shy. Come on through.
Who you got? Who you got on the Natty? Bishop.
Oh, I got this is my dark horse is Iowa State.
Iowa State?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're just saying anything today, are we?
Hey, look, you said, hey, this is my gumbo.
Busting your chops, man.
Nah, I'm just being messy. You know me. I'm being messy
today.
I don't think Oregon's got the. I don't know.
Look,
some of the matchups.
They got a really good defense, man. Is why I like them.
Yeah, I do. I hear what you're saying. It's just some of the matchups I'm just concerned about. It depends on who makes it through.
Yeah. That ain't happening, bro. I'm not even gonna put that on the damn screen, dude. Don't be telling me that. No, not hearing it. Oregon has the only QB that doesn't turn the ball over much. For that alone, I like the quack attack. Neilio says they don't really turn it over much. The one thing, and there was times that you kind of felt like DG wasn't like aggressive enough. He seems to be a little bit more aggressive this year at times, and they've got weapons. I think the reason that I like them the most is that the defensive front and their linebackers are really good. And like I said, Mateo Uiagalelei is killing it, but there's 3 other guys that are just doing the same damn thing. They're killing it on that defense.
What do you think about Georgia?
Georgia, my concern with Georgia, I'm not picking Georgia. I think they could win it. I think they could.
Right.
I think that you would. But the difference in them this year is that D line isn't really what it's been, right? I mean, it's just not what it's been, and I think it's hurt them a little bit. It's hurt them on the back end. It's definitely hurt them on the back end. They're not getting near as much pressure.
Okay.
I mean, listen, I'm talking to Shoddy, and then that's what Shoddy keeps talking about. He's like, man, we ain't good on the D line. He don't like them, but they're not bad. Tennessee
is interesting.
I like their D line too, man. It's so deep in the interior. They got 12 guys in the interior of their D line that they use. So, is Georgia beating Texas tomorrow? They are. Yes. They couldn't beat their asses in Austin. They're not going to Atlanta and winning, folks. It's just not. I'm just not buying that. Just not buying that. Funny to watch the Vols run through the top teams on the way to the ship. Listen, I think that, as good as their defense is, and I mean, we were talking about it last night, those secondary, they're headhunters too. I mean, I'm not sure that I trust Nico in a big game either. That's why I wouldn't really necessarily pick them. But I think defensively speaking, you're going to have a hard time scoring on them, man. You're going to have a hard time scoring on them. It doesn't matter who you got. I think that, I think they'd be a dark horse for sure. I don't really see them necessarily winning. I think that, after watching the way Ohio State played last week, I think they're soft. I don't think they're going to win it. I wouldn't pick them to win it. I think they got the talent to win it. I think they're soft though.
I
you got to get a timeout for that. You already know.
I didn't think Michigan. I just didn't know Ohio State was like that because Michigan just took it straight to that dome.
Yeah, no doubt. Somebody already got your ass too. I didn't even get to get him.
SMU? Okay.
Who picking SMU? Come on now. I don't trust Nick on a huge game. I don't know, man. It's a lot. That's not a good thing. If they win the national championship, by the way, Sooner Freak, that's not good for Texas, Oklahoma, anybody. For SMU to do that, just so you know. Not good. Imagine the chaos if Bama came in and did it all. Okay, so here's the thing. That's a team I see could win it. And I think that Georgia could win it. I think that Bama could definitely win it. Listen, I think it all depends on how Jalen Milroe plays.
Yeah.
When he's on, who's better? Who's more explosive when he's on? You got Ryan Williams. The defense has to play better at times. I think they've got to do a better job because they're going to run into some. I think the reason that I wouldn't necessarily pick Alabama is because they struggled with any kind of mobility from quarterbacks. Any kind of mobility from them. But they would piss off the world. That's for sure. Oh, and by the way, South Carolina, you're still not a playoff team, South Carolina. Still not a playoff team. Still not a playoff team. Just think, okay, beat the national champions. That would be cool. That would be cool. Beat the brakes off them, too. I'm sorry. Does anybody think Boise State can make noise? Coach Ricks, are you not here anymore? Or are you just at work and you got to keep it quiet?
I'm just listening to you guys.
Oh, right. Does anybody think Boise can make any noise? No, I do not. I hope Boise got beat this weekend.
Do we think ASU gonna make some noise?
I like ASU a little bit. I like ASU a little bit, but I don't think they're gonna make any noise. Look, Cam Scatterboo is a bad dude, man. That is a bad dude.
I like him. I like him,
man. He runs hard. He's not trying to run around you. He's trying to run through your ass. I love it. Somebody said that about, who was it that said everybody? I think it might have been JD Piquel. He said everybody played with a guy like that in high school. That was just the little guy that was, loved lifting weights. And he loved just to get that. Always loved to be getting, taking the contact and all that kind of stuff. That dude's a baller. That dude is a baller. And he ate Okie Light's lunch in Stillwater that day. Ate their damn lunch. It was talking shit the whole time. I like that dude. Yeah. What did you think about that Scatterboo cat, Coach Ricks?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Cam Scatterboo?
No.
That joker there is.
That joker good, man. He's a baller. I like him.
And the more the game goes on, the stronger he gets.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Man.
I'll go check him out.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find something on Twitter real quick because I don't want to get anything messed with.
All right.
Scott.
I know y'all ain't gonna leave us in the lurch. This time y'all be chatting up a storm. This is the one time y'all can get down and get dirty. Bring your own gumbo. Come on through.
Right? Tell them. We need Coach Rick's nephew.
Help this out. Come on now.
We do need Coach Rick's nephew
No doubt.
I've been talking to him, man. Trust me. I've been putting this stuff in his ear.
Listen, all these Oklahoma fans, y'all need to go follow him. Y'all need to go. What is his? Let's find his Twitter and let's all go follow him on Twitter, and let's all drop a link there to EJ, and see if we can't kind of make this happen.
Because I know Coach Ricks is here, but he is a dog.
dude.
Straight up dog.
Yeah, I have. Hold on a minute. Let me find that thing. And I have that damn video too. I just had pulled it and then I went away from it. Oh, there it is. Wait. Yep. Hey, let me. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that.
Absolute.
Screen share UAPB. Here we go.
Keep hitting the like button. I see it going up. Keep going.
All right, here we go. This is from our boy, the Blitz City podcast. So hopefully we won't get a copyright strike. I'll pull it if we do. But you got to listen to what he had to say.
If Giovanni Gibson at UAPB isn't the SWAC Offensive Player of the Year, we can stop taking that award seriously. We can stop taking everybody who votes on that award seriously.
Can y'all hear that?
And here's the thing. I feel like I have to say this because you already snubbed Ladarius Owens last year when he clearly deserved to win that award. He was one of the top running backs, not only in the SWAC, but in the nation. He was top 5, top 10 in almost every statistical category, and yet you gave the award to Jeremy Musa at FAMU because he was the quarterback of the winning Celebration Bowl team. It does not always have to go to the player, to the best player on the Celebration Bowl winning team. It really doesn't. It's the best team in your conference. The fact of the matter is that race should not have been close. Ladarius Owens deserves to run away with that award in the SWAC, but you didn't do it for politics. Right? So now we have to have this conversation. Giovanni Gibson, this race is even
2 hours later.
More of a blowout than it was last year. Way more of a blowout than it was last year. You have no reason to vote anybody else other than Giovanni Gibson for SWAC Offensive Player of the Year. And I honestly don't care how you feel about it. This is just my opinion. Now, Giovanni Gibson has 37 receptions, 842 yards, and 6 touchdowns on the year so far. That is by far leading the SWAC. I think the second player that comes close to him in the SWAC has played in just as many games as him, has half the yards that he has.
He runs behind
his
his
the same amount of receptions. So that means Giovanni is out here putting up work. If he's actually getting yards after the catch, he's actually beating defenses over the top and making these big catches. Giovanni is also averaging 120 yards a game, 120
a game
to be exact. He is not only number 1 in the SWAC in those categories, he is also number 1 in the FCS in receiving yards. He is the best wide receiver statistically in the country. There is no other person that you could justify giving this award to. He is also on pace to break 1,000 yards on the season. Please understand me when I say this. I don't care if a SWAC team wins the Celebration Bowl this year or not. It does not go to anybody else but Giovanni Gibson, or this award is no longer taken seriously. And we really need to put that in place. Now, he also is number 1 in the nation in yards per game. He's number 1 in yards on the season. He's number 1 in yards per game. How do you justify giving it to anybody else? And just to put that into clarification, right? Just to really sell it and bring it home. The second player under him in the nation is Efton Chisholm III at Eastern Washington.
All right, this is where
Efton Chisholm III at Eastern Washington.
So,
he has 60.
Facts,
bro. Kobe cooking on that one. We ain't gonna take this award seriously if it don't go to JVM. Bro. Coach Ricks, your boy good.
Well, hey, to be honest about that, he didn't get it.
Who got it?
Somebody else got it, but he was
where are you?
It was a split second, but he didn't get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How can that be?
Sometimes, man, talent isn't the only thing they evaluate.
Apparently. You at work? I'm gonna see if I can get Kobe to come on. Hey, Coach Top, were you in here for that? Is Coach Top still around? We need to get Coach Top real quick. He might be able to help there too, because
I like that film, bro.
I like that film too, man.
He's a go-getter.
Yeah, you'll be damn surprised if they win their bowl game. Oh yeah, yeah. Are they pissed off about the firing? over there. Let's see. I think Penn State could make a run at it. Who said this? Brandon, really? You like Penn State? I don't think there's a shot in hell. But I could be wrong. Baby T.O. Yeezy says, that's not a terrible. That's actually not bad. Yeah. But we're talking, he ain't really that little, though. He's 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", 220. Runs the 4.4. At that big, that's stupid.
And he's a tactician in route running.
He's a great route runner. Yeah. Who do you want in the bowl game? Who do I want in the bowl game? I'd love to see USC. I don't think there's a shot in hell at it, but I'd love to see it. It'd be kind of cool. Gibson, Farouk, Jordan in the slot next season. As of right now, is that Goldie saying? Something tells me that. Listen, I like Jacob Jordan as much as that. He's a good route runner. He did a great job this year. There's something crazy that tells you that if something was up with Jaquez to not be able to get in there, he wasn't hurt. Something was going on though. For if you're not getting in over a walk-on, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Everybody will, man. I think it's just a matter of people finding. How did he not win that damn award? Where's Kobe at, man? Shit.
All right. Jason, I need to go ahead and take care of this.
All right.
I got sinuses.
All right, bro.
Hey, Jason. Hey, Bishop, before you leave. Hey, Jason, what I might do, man, is call him and see if I can try to get him on with you.
Come on. Get him on.
Say what?
I'm going to try to see if I can get him on the show.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm holding on.
So you can hear so you can ask him all the questions and he can tell you, so it won't come from me.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I have my own reasons, but it don't mean nothing. But coming from him, it'll mean something.
Yeah. Not only that, just think about it. Hey, Travis Hunter and all of them kept saying that the wide receivers and corners are real good. Hey, he's a dog.
Bro, this guy, he balls out.
That translates on any level.
Bro, when you're that big and you're that good of a route runner and he goes up and fights for balls like that. Longhorn Chris, no, that's not, there's no problem with reading comprehension unless you can't read it. Ass clown. Freaking always got to be someone. There's always got to be an asshole in every party. Every one of them, right? Get them. Yeah, these guys are. I love Texas fans that don't know what the hell they're talking about. Man, this dog is snoring loud.
Get it, Norman.
Norman is getting down over there, making some noise. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Holy!
You probably have a doggy breeze.
Really, man? Dang. He's thinking about that chick that Ryman Lemon's over there talking about.
Hey, get the likes up, you guys.
Get them likes up.
One love. And check out the merch. It's all good.
Do that. I'm see if I can get Kobe on with him too. Let's see if I can get Kobe on with him as well.
Yeah.
Because Kobe giving him some love the way I like that. That's my guy, man, from Blitz City. Kobe Orr, man, he's my guy. Appreciate him a lot. But he was cooking there too, man, talking it up. And I love to see him come on here and we can give I ain't giving the swag no hell on nothing. But somebody should. Somebody should. I can't imagine that there's a better player in the country than him, especially in the FCS. There's just no way. And I mean, we're talking about this is at 6'3", 6'4", and 4'4", 220 pounds to, I mean, that's what Dent was saying when we were talking about the other day. He's like, man, when you 215, 220 pounds and you run in a 4.4, that's fast. That's fast. So, yeah, that's wild. 60 in 5 games straight. Really? On this day 16 years ago. Mars Jams coming out with the trivia. Well, one of them is going to have to probably, but Texas ain't winning shit. So, Zofix, that's all I know. And then, that's the funny thing. The funny thing about Catch, by the way, you guys are so worried about Michael Fasusi, and y'all got a conference championship game and the playoff coming, and y'all talk about Michael Fasusi and talking shit about Big Bill. This is why I know it's not a serious program. This is why I know. Clip that.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
It was a player from Jackson State that won it.
Is he coming on?
No, he's in class right now. He just said that it was a player in Jackson State, Mulligan, that won it.
Okay.
And so he didn't get it.
I'm sorry. That sucks, man. That sucks.
But I think that he's getting the better end of it because now, I'm not gonna say he lied to you, Mr. Dent. Must know somebody that must have got pulled because he said a lot of people are calling and asking about him. So that's why he decided to take his time. And
he's the one that brought him up. I mean, I didn't even know it was your cousin or your nephew. I had no idea. Idea. So that's cool, man. It's when he brought him up and I was like, who are we talking about? And he was telling me, and he goes, this guy can straight up go. And then Coach Riggs puts in there, hey man, that's my nephew. And I was just like, what?
I just heard the UAPB, and that's all I heard. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been putting in work.
There ain't no way, Sooner Freak. Didn't you try this last week? Did you try this on us last week? That ain't real. Come on now. Norman, dang. Norman is rattling the rafters over here. Telling you.
Hey, he ain't jumping up on you.
Yeah, wow. No, he's in the kennel, sleeping it off.
Yeah.
Winning it out. Yeah, listen, I can root for DG, and I'm always gonna root for our boy. Mateo, Big Dave, friends of the show, man. I got love for Big Dave and Mateo, and DJU also, man. It's real deal. Good people, man. Good people. Good people trump a lot of things, but they're damn good football players too. Yeah. It's who that we beat Kalen DeBoer first, which I find funny. Yeah. Because Lanning didn't do it in what 4? No, 3. He's 0-3 against him, and then Sark's 0-2. Yep. It'd be nice. I would actually like that, Mary J. I hope y'all catch Texas. I hope Texas catches. I hope Texas catches Notre Dame. Notre Dame's here. That's my look. I'm torn between those two teams right there. It's going to be one of them two that are going to win the Natty. Notre Dame or Oregon, one of the two. The most physical of the two teams. No worries, Coach. No worries. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Hey, you got to go too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. Go take care of your business, man, and we're gonna wrap it up here in about probably 10 minutes. So,
Boomer.
All right, Sooner. See you later, man. Appreciate you. Texas 30 against Notre Dame. Not happening. Orca, you haven't even watched them. I don't know if that's the case because there's no way that you'd be that down on them if you'd seen them. I'll just tell you that. Look at what they did to Louisville. And Louisville went into Clemson and beat the hell out of them, and they beat the hell out of them. I'm telling you, they haven't. Aside from that one hiccup, that 1 week, they've looked dominant. So it is what it is. But it's all right. It's all right. Keep hating. that in Florida had the rest in their back pocket. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Yeah. They're going to lose tomorrow, bro. They're in Atlanta. They couldn't get it done in Austin. Duke, come on now. The Pups impression of Jason on Wednesday. The Pups impression? Who was doing the Pups impression? What are we talking about? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're saying because I was crashed out whenever the show was supposed to be on. Damn freaking Coach Ricks, man, talking that shit. Sooner Cherryberry said that'd be a good bowl game, OU versus Arkansas. Be all right. Be all right. Period of fighting Irish football. Freeman's just about. Listen, he's got a really good staff, man. A really, really good staff. He's a good coach. He's been learning to be a head coach, but I'll tell you what, he doesn't. I mean, he's got some little things that he's had to polish up. Bringing in Mike Denbrock was huge for them. All they were really missing was having an offense, and that two-headed monster that they got. That two-headed monster that they got in that backfield. Love and what's the other guy's name? It's just slipping my mind right now, but they both had over 100 yards the other day against USC, and USC they've been better on defense than I would have ever expected. Look, 8-4 Louisville, take a look at who they lost to. But Jeff Brom, you know who Jeff Brom is, don't you, Purple Orca? I mean, you act like you know ball, so I know that you shouldn't realize kind of who they are, right? I know you guys don't like them. I can say I can see that you don't like them. They're not my team. I'm telling you, I think they're going to win the thing. They're good. They're a good football team. And Freeman is a Buckeye. Yeah. He's actually, that'd be the question is, can they keep him, Neilio? Can they keep him? Coach thinks they will. He loves it there. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I tell you what, if he ended up there, that's going back because he's a Tressel guy. He played for Tressel. He's not and coached with Tressel. So it's not he doesn't have any connections like Urban in them, really. Which, who do you think they hire if they fire that dude? Who do you think they hire if they fire that dude? I think it's a home run to go get Mike Vrabel, don't you? Purple Orca. Okay. So Clemson is playing in the conference championship game, right? Go look at how much they won by. It's awful hard for those Ohio boys to ever turn the Buckeyes. Shit, no. I think that Vrabel. Hey man, if you can win with the Titans, I think you could do it. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is a Buckeye grad. He is. Yeah. I think it's a home run choice for them. Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be that surprised. Tomorrow has the potential to be crazy. Who will tell me who you got? Tell me who you got, Mary J. Clemson lost by 30 to Georgia. Georgia beats people by 30 sometimes. It's kind of they're capable. It was a 2-point game at the half too, by the way. They just didn't have any offense going. And we see that Georgia could give up points. Look at what Alabama did to them. A little chilly in here. All right. Who you got? All right. So that's not their only decent win anyways. Everybody loving on what Georgia Tech got in there and played 8 overtimes against Georgia. They weren't close to Notre Dame. They weren't close to Notre Dame. Not that anyone cares. Yeah, we do. I'm asking all you guys to tell me. Georgia was at full strength when they whooped Clemson's ass. You got Oregon, Georgia, ISU, Clemson. What's up, Chris C? What's up? What's up? Yeah, that schedule's been there for a while, man. The schedule's been there for a while, and whatever, man. It's not the same damn Irish team as Brian Kelly's fake ass. I'll tell you that much. Mm-mm. You want to put some money on there, or are you just going to keep running your mouth? What do you want to put on it? Orange pants for joke over Pepsi. SMU Clemson game. Do I want to? Yeah, you want to go 10 or double or nothing? No, you already gave me that money, so we can go 10 or 20, whatever you want to do. That dog is snoozing. Can y'all hear that back there? He's rattling the Raptors, man. Oh, man, that's some funny shit. Burks just... Wait, I'm going to just keep missing that damn thing. What does it say? That's ridiculous. That's the stupidest thing you've ever said there, Orkin. You said some dumb stuff lately. Yeah. Wait. Orkin, and you talking about Penn State? You're talking shit about Notre Dame and saying if Penn State wins, they're winning the Natty. I think you've been smoking weed. I think you've been drinking or smoking this morning. It's got to be one. Because you did. Oh, come on now. He could be. That'd be good. It sounds like it. I think they needed to make sure that he got. I don't know what he got in NIL this past year, but I think they needed to bump him up for sure because he's got some family issues he's got to take care of money wise. So I think the idea that he might have been going to the league was because he needed the money. So it felt like they might be able to hold that off. That's cool, man, if they can keep him. I like that. It's off season for me. What you mean? Nah. No, I watched the games, boys. I watched the games. Georgia can be beat in Georgia. In Atlanta? No, Mary J. You're not. You can't do it. Can't do it. Other than that stud tight end for Penn State, they have virtually nothing downfield to throw to. That's correct. Yeah. Orca doesn't really, hey man, he doesn't really pay attention to stuff like that there, Neilio. He's talking about, schedules and shit because they get to play at home. They've been talking about that it could be Oklahoma, it could be Memphis. They haven't announced it yet. So they've been saying, yeah, I don't know. They were talking about OU being one of them. Virginia Tech will be another one for Oklahoma. I've heard Navy. I've heard, I don't know. It'd be cool if, there we go, Duke. 31, 20. I think at least that. You think, is Quinn going to be back next year? Or because if so, I keep hearing that there's a possibility that Arch is gonna hit the portal and go to Ole Miss. Yikes! Morning, Okies from South Texas. What's up? What win-loss record would y'all accept next year? Thank you for the super chat, my guy. I think. Well, I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see what we get as far as portal talent, but I think Defensively, I think they're going to be better. I think they'll be better on offense. It can't be much worse. It couldn't be worse on defense, on offense. So I think they need to go at least 8-5 for Brent Venables to keep his job, I would think. I think 8 is the low. I'm not really ready to say what I think is going to be yet, because I don't know. We gotta wait and see. But defensively, I'd say they should be able to play with anybody. But I don't want to play Memphis. Give us somebody shitty that we can beat and call it a season. Yeah. Memphis is pretty good. I don't know how good they are though. I mean, they're okay, but I think, look, they're saying that that Joe John's going to call the game. Is he calling the game? But are they going to call the same offense? Because what a waste of 2 weeks of practice time if you're not going ahead and installing this offense. What are you guys' thoughts on that? I think you should be installing the offense, period. Even if it's just a base. Oh, damn. Even if it's just, a base option of it, right? Yeah, Jackson's not going to be at quarterback, so it should look a bit different. Bama always has. Mercedes Stadium is our second home. Yeah, you can definitely beat them there. We know you can, but you're not there. Well, they did, but they didn't change anything really. But, I mean, I think they were trying to hold on to all that shit anyways. That same type of deal. So, yeah, is BV the right guy? I think he is. Man. I think he's still I think he's going to have to speed it up. He's got to speed up his development as a head coach. But I think that they've put the stuff in place to help him do that. Look, he doesn't have a lot of time left to prove it. That's for sure. But I'm going to tell you this. I just want to kind of reiterate this. And I haven't seen you in a while, sooner from SoCal. So good to see you. But I'd say this. I think that part of what, this idea that in Brent Venables is certainly always accountable for everything that goes on within this football program. He always is. And I think it's almost to a fault, because there's a lot of people that are saying that he did not even make that call to hire Seth. That it wasn't on him. And that I've heard a lot of people say that they wanted to fire him in the spring and they wouldn't let him do it. They wanted to fire him long before they did, wasn't allowed to do it. There was a lot of stuff going on within that offensive side of the house that wasn't good. So, look, I think that he has to be more assertive when it comes to a lot of that stuff. I think he's got to make them go by the stuff that's in his contract a little bit. But I would tell you that I don't think it's all him. And I think it's a mistake it would be a mistake if they'd have got rid of him this year in view of the fact of all those injuries that we saw on the offensive side. You put a defense out there that's as good as it was, I think he's the right guy for it. And, when you look at the culture stuff is good. And the defense is fantastic, and the recruiting is good. I think the recruiting is good on both sides of the ball. Whether or not you want to, look at this is the best offensive line class we've ever seen. As far as and I don't know, maybe that's a little much, but it's definitely Big Bill's best offensive line class. So, I don't know, man. I think he is the right guy for the job, but I think he doesn't have a whole lot more time to prove it. I will give you that. I don't think that you can install much. I don't agree with that. Why? So let me ask you a question there. For saying this, since we're just saying shit now, Purple, we're just saying shit. What the hell would it hurt when they were 133rd in fumbles given up? They're 100 in all of the categories that matter. They're in the hundreds. Why the hell would it hurt to go in there and do anything? They got 2 weeks of practice, get 10 plays. 10 plays, that's all you need. 5 plays and run out of some different formations. All you need. Build the base of it up. If you don't change that damn playbook now, what are we doing? Why even bother with the damn bowl game? I absolutely wholeheartedly disagree with that. Tell me guys what you guys think of that. Please do jump in, say that. Oh, we're giving out memberships. Look at that. Bishop Frank giving them out. Dwight's. Thank you, guys. Hey, Bishop Frank, you the man. Appreciate it. That's not true. I don't think he's a playoff conversation, you think? You think so? Well, wow. Okay. I think I'm hearing 8 from, but I don't necessarily, I know you're an alum too, so I don't necessarily disagree with you. I tend to listen to you a lot. 10 plays for a 60-minute game. How many play? Hey, let me ask you a question. This is why I know. This is why I know. How many plays do you think that Lincoln has on his card? I don't even think it's 10. It's how you run it. You can turn 10 plays into 50, 60 plays. Easy. I don't care what they do. I don't really care what they run. I think that they definitely need to be installing this offense yesterday. What's the point? 10 to 12. Hey, thank you. I mean, we've been running 12 plays, 10 to 12 all year, just flipping them from left to right. No, that's not necessarily yeah. And not the right way either. Not changing the looks, not doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, you're right. I'll give you that. Why not? He could. Yeah, I think he can do fine. Yeah, that's what he said, but I don't care that he's going to call it or not, but he could script it. I mean, I don't think we need Joe John really involved in the game planning. No. Come on, man. They've been playing football their whole fucking life. I mean, you know what I mean? These guys have been playing football their whole fucking life. And this guy runs an offense that is very normal. I mean, it's normal in this age of college football and running 7-on-7s. They play a lot of football, man. Not just in high school. They play a lot of football. You know? Yeah, we're not going to do a lot of the medical staff stuff sooner from SoCal. Can't do it. I think they could do it. There's no reason that they shouldn't do it. No reason. Are there staff changes after the bowl game? Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if some left already. He's already looking. Yeah. Joe John's out. Coach Johns. I like Coach Johns. Well, and Coach Johns can do whatever, but I just would tell you, I think it's a waste of the 2 weeks, the 15 practices, guys, and you're going to waste it by not installing some of that defense. That's insane to me. He's here. Why? Does that make sense? I don't love the idea. And you know, here's the other thing. Brent Venables isn't much for telling Brent Venables isn't much for telling you what he's going to do before a game. Even, I mean, would it surprise you if he stayed quiet about it? Even going into a bowl game? Do I think? Hey, thank you. Mary J just became a member. Thank you. Much appreciated. It said you bought a membership. Hey, looky there. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. You guys can also become a member for as low as $2.99 a month. It's less than a cup of coffee, gets you into the Discord. Make sure you jump in the Discord with us too, Mary J. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. Joe John. Gifting more memberships, sir. Look at there. DJ Specs. I think you have to, man, right? Brandon, I think you're right. Yeah. It looks it. I'll tell you this way, because I'm thinking about what we ran in high school, and we ran it from the time we were in like 6th grade in Artesia, but we were one of the first teams that ran a true spread in like New Mexico, and where I went to high school. They still do it. Literally, the plays haven't changed in 25 years or more. Yeah, more than 25 years since I graduated. No, not quite 25 years, but 25 years. Right at 25 years. So that's the thing, is that you can do it in like, there's not a lot of changes. You might change the formation, you might change the motions. And a lot of that'll be, as you get further into it, and it gets a little bit more. But I mean, I know that I'm thinking when we started travel football in like 8th grade. Yeah. I went to Landry School. I'm a Bulldog. Yes, sir. 32 state champions. 32. But so and all the receivers are pretty much quarterbacks at some point. Read a lot of the routes yourself. But I mean, those what you look at is that you do the same thing a lot. We read a lot of film we watched, but just be little differences, really. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Mary J, for becoming a member. All right. Yeah, you could. Yes, you could. You can call a full game with 10 plays. Yeah, I mean, hey, man, maybe we called the wrong person Eeyore today. I think we may have called the wrong person Eeyore. Everything's off on you. They have to implement the damn offense sooner than later. So that's all I would tell you. I disagree. I think that they should do the whole thing. Do as much as you want. You got 2 weeks. They can learn plenty. And especially when, they're learning some new shit that might be kind of cool. They're not dummies. Shit. The lingo is different. How different? It's not really that different. Shit, man. It's crazy stuff. It's just negativity coming all the way through. All right. Yeah, that's good. It is a quarterback-friendly offense. And that's like everybody that's saying, and I don't know how many of you guys watched that video that I put out earlier, but if you think that, I like John Mateer a lot. He learned that thing in 1 year. Cam was in it for 1 year. All those guys have played 1 year in the system, and we're talking about how it's going to be hard for Michael Hawkins to win it. He's going to make it hard on whoever that is over there to beat him out. And that's what you have to do. There was people in the comments of that video saying you have to just give it to him. I think if you give that to him, yeah, we did a little early, but you're still Eeyore, bro. You still are. You still got to be. What they're saying, hey, the legend. He's only freaking 2 hours late.
I had to run to Lens Crafters and get me a new pair of glasses.
Okay. It's always something with you, bro.
It's always something. I'm sorry, Jason. I should have texted you.
Just busting your chops, dude. We've been doing good in here. So I just I'm been busting Purple Orca. He's Mr. Negativity in here today.
What about everything?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, kinda. He, we're the latest thing that we're talking about. And we're not going to be in here a whole lot longer. I got to go to the bathroom really in a second, but I'll leave real quick and ask you this. We were just talking about it. Do you think that Arbuckle ought to put his offense in? I myself do believe that he ought to implement the base offense, and go with it. Yep. What the hell? Why the hell would you waste the 15 practices?
Exactly.
Now, Lorca, on the other hand, thinks that that's not near enough time.
15 practices is well enough. 15 practices, you can cover a lot in 15 practices.
Again, a lot of these offenses that start there, and he may build it up over time and do some different things whenever you're going up against you're going to have packages for certain teams or whatever defenses that you're going to go up against, right? I'm going to tell you now, spreads, or whether it be a spread or it's a air raid or whatever you want to call it, man, there's a reason why they have little index cards for their play cards.
Yeah.
They change up little formations. They add a jet to it, motions to it, different things like that. Look at that. Sooner Cowboys talking about winning it all next year. Mills thing is a blessing. I'm hearing that too there, Sooner, from SoCal. Tell me why. They aren't. They already aren't. Nick is gone. Arnold's gone. Who's next? What are we saying?
We got Hawk.
Huh? Hawkins is the guy anyways, man. And look, I'm just telling you, sleep on that kid if you want to. Sleep on that kid if you want to. I wish I would. Yeah. I'm gonna use the rest of real quick. Talk about that very subject there, Legend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What the thing is, Bishop, Jason threw this at me when I first came in. Why not go ahead, even though Ben Arbuckle isn't going to be the OC for the bowl game, go ahead and implement his offense. 15 practices is enough to get you some of his plays in and be played well.
Yeah, no doubt. I think for the most part, it would behoove us to allow these gentlemen to get their feet wet and take part in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand, hey. So, but the facts of the matter is that he was vetted and that he's here. And so I'm with Jason. I think that let's give it a shot. Let's go ahead and use this time when we go to a bowl game to actually see how it works with what we got going on.
Purple Orca says, what if they lose and the offense looking apt? Are we firing Arbuckle? Purple Orca, if an if was a fifth, we would all be drunk.
Yo, Purple Orca, the fact of the matter is, hey, win, lose, or draw, he's our guy. And going forward, we know 15 practices is not a lot, but it's a start. And that's all we need. We just need to truthfully be competitive to know that we got the right guy.
Yes, it's worth the risk, Purple Orca. Have you not went on YouTube and watched his offenses at Wazoo? He's not married to one system. He plays to his skilled positions. Just because we didn't get who we want, don't mean that he isn't the right hire. Myself, Bishop, Jason, you guys in the chat are not Ben Venables. You're not Joe Constiglione. We're just fans, okay? We have a right to question it, but we ain't Brent Venables. We're not Joe C. We're not President Harris. So either get on Ben Arbuckle train or go to another fan base.
Well, I heard that.
I mean,
The simple fact is right now, after the season we went through, Purple Orchid, I get where you're trying to, where you're coming from, but the simple fact is until we get in the nitty gritty and get through the off season, right now we just need to trust the process.
Yeah,
because we all
and
went through the fire together.
Sooner Cowboys, Texas ain't beating Georgia. Sorry. Texas couldn't beat Georgia at their house in Austin, and they darn sure ain't beating Georgia in Atlanta because they're playing in their backyard.
Not only that, hey, simple fact is Georgia didn't just beat them at their home; they dominated them.
Yep. But I'm getting tired. But Bishop,
and they're
like
going to be in their home at their second home at Mercedes.
Their second home, absolutely.
By the way, and yeah, we're not going to hear no more of that Purple Orchid shit for the rest of this. He's out for 30.
I knew you would say.
He'll be here for 30 minutes. I'm over it. Had enough. And Sooner Cowboys got a 5-minute TO, but because I heard him, I saw that shit up there that they're gonna beat Georgia. Dumbass. You got to know better than that. Come on,
Jason. Where's your little sound bite? Where's your little sound bite?
Yeah, give me one before I roll up.
Well, dumbass.
No, I just told him, Jason. If you're not going to be with us, go to another fan base. Just because Arbuckle wasn't our choice.
Listen, here's the thing. This idea that if he's going to lose by 30, that he's going to get fired. I saw that shit too, Orca, and I could kick you off the other channel. It ain't that fucking hard. So relax. Okay. Just you guys have got to quit. You got to quit. Everything is not the end of the world. I know it's been a rough season for everybody, guys. It has. But man, sometimes it feels like trying to put out these fires all the time. Constantly. And I mean, it's tough. It's tough for us too. It's tough for us as creators to come in here and try to figure it out. And I don't want to, and you guys know, I don't just sunshine pump here. I'm going to tell you that it's not that hard for an offensive guy like this. And especially if you got him to be your coordinator, he's been a coordinator, he's been killing it. No, I don't agree. I don't agree with you. He's been calling plays all year. Why can't he call him? Why can't he call him?
You got it.
I mean, why can't he? Look, but tell me what it hurts when we've been averaging like no points ever all season.
Jason, when they fired Seth Luttrell and we got Joe John in the sim in the mix.
I'm not saying you're not playing for something either. Real quick, I'm not saying that you're not playing for anything. That's not what I'm saying. I think we're gonna go play West Virginia, Virginia Tech, or Navy. I don't think it would matter. You should win the game either way.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to play for. But I also don't prescribe to this that you got to win a bowl game thing anymore.
You play to win the game.
You play to win the game. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that this is a development time, man. It's a development.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was just being funny, but the simple fact is
you always try to
want to use this time.
There's no doubt about that. That.
But I said right after this, and I think I was on your show, Jason, that you was running down the list of candidates for the OC, which Ben Arbuckle wasn't on there, I'll admit. But anyway, anyone who could put up the numbers like Ben Arbuckle, is a breath of fresh air from what we've seen this past year.
Mm.
And I called you the night of the announcement and said I'm optimistic. Now, is there a lot to be seen? Yeah. We're gonna have to wait and see next season. But he's from what I've seen on YouTube and watched all of his clips.
Yeah, I'm into the season with Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Playing.
And how he's developed.
I like what he does.
Yeah.
Winners don't cower away from an opportunity. Thank you, stink ass cat, man. Always the voice of reason in here. Love me some stink. Stink ass cat.
We love him.
And Sooners to win says, I look at this ball game like a bonus spring game. And it kind of is. And look, I don't think that you're going to run from this. And I think that look, this football team is hungry to get a win. I think that you give to me, I could argue, you guys want to make this argument about the other thing? I would make it's a negativity argument that you're coming with, first off. The second part is that it might give you a better opportunity to win than you would have had otherwise because they don't have no film on it.
Yep. Stink ass cat. If you want to watch a safe sport, try underwater basket weaving.
I like it. What sounds hard? What sounds freaking hard-headed? You guys are hard.
And let's not mince words, Jason. I bring this up. No matter, we could have went and got
more.
If we could have got Will Steiner, Andy Kolonicki, or one of them guys, they still would have found something to bitch about.
It wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered.
We got to look forward. We got a lot to look forward to with the real OC coaching the Sooners next year. T-Boomer, thank you, sir. Hey, look at that. I love it, man. We come through with these negative Nancys, and then we got, we coming right behind them with the crew, clearing them out of it. If I can pay my season tickets early a year, Brandon says, then they can. T-Boomer says we got a lot to look forward to. I agree, guys. I agree.
Yeah.
If it was easy, whatever sounds hard, if it was easy, everybody would do it there, Jesse. If it was easy, everybody would do it, and it wouldn't matter. Nobody would care.
Mm-hmm.
If it was easy to win a Natty, if it was easy to win in the SEC, it was easy to win. Look, again, I can argue that you don't have any film of this new offense, and he could build something just for that he feels like is going to fit these guys. Let's go win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, he's not going to have a Jimbo playbook in a fucking binder, 6-inch ring binders. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Sooners to win, you're exactly right.
It was, I said this earlier. He won my third choice, really. I like him more and more every time. I've seen now, I'm into what? Well, 15 games I think I've seen most of. The better part of 15 games. I like them. And even they kind of got beat up in that Boise State game, but they looked pretty good in it most of the way this year.
Yeah.
Boise was just good, and their defense is not very good. But
no.
What's up there, chicken?
Good morning, chicken.
Chicken.
Now I'm kind of scared to see what Chicken's going to say.
Chicken was wound up last night, man. He was on one. Son, I don't know what was going on there. To get your air tanks done. Stink us good. Legend sold me on him.
Yep.
Okay. I was kind of wondering why we hadn't had that conversation, Chicken. I didn't know where you were at on it. But guys, we've been going for a little over 2 hours. Let's see. Arbuckle was my top choice after I knew that Dan Mullen wasn't interested. Now, Jimmy, I know you were on the Mullen train. You kind of got me sold on the Mullen train a little bit there, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm. He did me too.
Yeah, he had me kind of on the Mullen train a little bit too, and got me thinking about it anyway in the right direction. But then Mullen kind of sold me on it when he was saying, "Man, I don't want to go be a OC. I could be a head coach. I'm one of, I got 100 wins in the SEC." There's 16 coaches that have won 100 games in the SEC. 16 in 150 years. 150 years.
It's already been announced Arbuckle ain't gonna be coaching the bowl game.
Yeah, but I mean, I said this a little right before you got in here, I think is when I said it, but who's to say that's really true?
Who's to say?
I mean, Brent Venables isn't one to tell people what he's going to do in games.
He is a chess player. That's what I'll give.
Remember that it took like 6 months before Zach Alley was able to go to a freaking microphone.
I know it.
He was afraid he was going to give it away.
Yeah, and there's a tale of two cities. Like, Zach Alley, it took him 6 months to get behind the microphone. Arbuckle comes to town and he's already making interviews.
10 minutes in. Yeah, 10 minutes in. I think it's a little different deal, but that's what it tells you. It's a lot different thing, right? He did that. That was a chess move on the part of, he didn't want anybody poking and prying to see who's going to be calling the plays. Because first time he got there, what'd they say? Who's going to be calling the plays?
Yeah, who's going to be calling the plays?
Asking him. That's right. And he didn't. He was like, he told everybody at SEC Media Days that he wanted everybody to have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. Like what I saw from in the weed segment. Yeah.
Yep. I like it. I like that Ben Arbuckle actually goes under center.
Hey, had jumbo packages, I formation. I saw some shit. I've seen some shit. Crazy. I ain't never seen that shit before. Not in a long ass time have I seen anything like that at OU.
I know it. You know what's going to be nice to see next season above all things? No more damn shotguns on our own 1 yard line.
Hey, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or if you are, there's a reason it's a throwing. You got to throw from there or whatever. Like, not from the one necessarily, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of running downhill when you are under center. You know what I mean? Get that running back, get a good head start, and stick that sucker in his belly. Watch him rumble through. 22.
I agree with what you and Coop said last night. Move Canick to H-back. He's got the speed and size for it.
That hasn't been my idea. I mean, it was this. You guys have talked about that shit more than I have, but I would definitely agree with that. I think at some point, if he's not still catching on or whatever with the linebacker, and I want him to play because I think he's a great player. Coop was talking about how great he's done on the special teams unit. It's kind of his unit now.
Uh-huh.
He's recovering, fumbled this year already on that. I mean. He's big. He's a big hitter, man. He's a big hit. And look, man, you just gotta get in the lane whenever you're doing it, right?
Yeah. And what better position than special teams? Because you said it last year, Jason. Canick shines where, okay, Jaron, go get the ball.
Run. Just go.
Right.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah.
But when you put him in a situation
where he's got to think a lot,
where he's got to think,
hey, I know, dude. I kind of may be a guy like that a little bit sometimes. You start overthinking shit, it don't go well. And I think it's just, and I think that probably the best I've heard it talked about was when D-Mac was on with K. Chris. Him and Barry were on with K. Chris, and he was like, man, I know that he runs a 4.3. It don't make a shit when he ain't running full speed because he don't know where the hell he's going.
Uh-huh.
I
had
like,
an idea last night.
That speed isn't it, So who's this clown in here? Just no jet sweeps. Nicholas Nicklesby.
I had a nightmare last night, Jason.
A nightmare? Oh shit! What happened?
I had a nightmare of Olin Hollenbach pancaking me,
brother. Pancaking you? Oh Lord! You break a hip, just like I told you.
I broke hips, I broke knees, I broke bones, shoulders. Dude, I need to quit watching his tape on
Bro,
YouTube.
that dude is a dog, man.
God almighty. Creed Humphrey.
Did you see what we were talking about a little while before you got here? So Coach Ricks's nephew he's back in play for everybody. He's rescinded his commitment. Yeah. Bro. Giovanni Gibson. Come on down.
He's the helm of wide receivers.
We need some Giovanni Gibson in our life, man.
We do. We need some of that in our life.
Yes, we do.
He's the helm of wide receivers.
Bro. Guy is, yeah, he runs behind his pads so well. He runs great routes. Man, I really like watching him play. I really like watching him play.
Man.
Yeah,
damn, Jason, he's bringing the goodness now.
Coach Drix. Hey, folks, all of you folks that are all you Sooner fans that are in the chat right now, and we've got over 50 people in the chat. I didn't even check the likes lately, but I'm gonna tell you something. Go and follow Giovanni. Go follow him and send his stuff to EJ. I know you are all following EJ too. Send it to him. That video, actually, I'll post the link to that video that we were just watching. And you can send it, we can all send it to EJ. And I think obviously Coach Dent is working on it, but
Gibson and Gibson, where we catch all your problems.
2G. Where we catch all your problems. Now look at that.
I like that license legend.
Let's get him at OU, boys. Hey, yeah, Jesse, you were watching him with us the other day.
Yep.
Get in there and tweet it out. Tweet it out, boys and girls. Tweet it out. Let's get him.
God.
Talk about a difference maker, man. That could be a big difference maker.
Yeah.
And
don't put a red. And
Deion Burks was posting something with, he was kind of hinting like he may be coming back. So they might have come to a good idea.
Who's that?
Deion Burks looks hinting like he might be coming back.
Hey, could you imagine him?
Love that too. Bro. Yeah, man. And Jaden Gibson. Yeah.
Yeah. The G&G Express.
Where
damn, Jason, you made my morning, brother.
Yeah. Another law firm, Gibson and Gibson, where we catch all your problems. Yep. This is the law firm Robert Spears Jennings. Man, we got to make sure that we get R. Mason Thomas back. That's another important thing. Huge importance. R. Mason, man. Come on back. Come on back.
Yeah.
You're not going to be a first rounder. Come on back. Get your money. Get your money here.
Get your money. Come on back.
Make them pay you, but come on back. Come on home. Luke Haas. That'd be kind of cool to get Luke Haas. I agree with you there, Dion. Like it.
And, dude, I tell you another one on defense. I went back and watched closely is Trent Wilson. Good God. This dude is going to be a beast. God.
Love it.
And where's all the haters now that was wanting Chavez and Bates fired last year?
Hey, there was still somebody on here last night that was trying to fire Chavez.
Oh my God. How in the hell can
we told him he was an idiot and he had to leave. He had to leave. I was like, bro, just tell us you don't know ball without telling us you don't know ball. You know? Shit. Dang.
any chance Nick Anderson doesn't actually leave and is just exploring options for more pay?
Doesn't sound like it, but it would be cool.
It would be.
It would be cool. I love Nick, man. We're not. Yeah, this is a no Nick stray zone. None.
Exactly.
We will not have it. No slandering of Nick Anderson. Love Nick Anderson, bro. Love Nick Anderson. If y'all never hear what?
If y'all never
know I was cold, just put horns down on my tombstone. It's freezing that ass. He said that he's had to hit his belly button to get his pecker out again.
Golly.
That was great. Nick, his family. Thank you, License. You're right.
Yeah, Nick, his family. You know, guys, I hate it. And I think it was Tory Blaylock's dad that tweeted out here about 2 or 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
When your player doesn't come to OU through recruits, or we don't get the one through the portal, or one portal's out, don't take to Twitter and start running him into dirt, because these kids' parents sees this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I mean, we've been saying this for a long time. And it's certainly not only going on at Oklahoma. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's going on. I mean, yeah, man. I saw Zach Smith was having to let everybody know last Saturday about Ryan Day. Do not go to his house. Do not do some stupid. I mean, he was having to warn him off of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't be stupid. And truth be told, I mean, there's enough dumbasses in this fan base that would do stuff like that. It just is.
Yeah.
But, and I think for the most part, and there's a small percentage of these folks, right? Even the negative ones that are negative, it's still a small percentage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some people, hey, look, some people, that's their life. Their lives are that way.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I don't hate Barrow. I don't hate Bauer Sharp. I don't love it that we try to run everything through Bauer Sharp.
Exactly. My God.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's not as terrible as he. Look, I don't want him throwing the ball. I don't want him doing shit like that. And I think when you try to do that, Oh, I just see a picture where, oh man, yeah, chicken is in hell, otherwise known as Iowa.
Yeah.
Wow. It's got a picture from his freezing dick over there.
I tell you, the coldest I've ever experienced when I was driving a truck was in Minot, North Dakota. The actual temperature was 50 below.
Oh, why not Minot? I'll tell you why not. 50 below zero? No, sir.
Mm-hmm. I had to haul some oil field draw works up there.
Holy cow.
Dude,
it's colder than a witch's titty right there, isn't it? Dang.
Colder than a witch's tit in a brass bra. Yep.
Oh, man. Dang. I think it's the coldest I've ever been is maybe 10 or 12 below. That's cold too. It's still cold, but I can't even imagine that. Does it hurt to breathe?
Yes, it hurt to breathe. And it's freaking cold when you bust your binder loose and your chain is still at a stretched position.
Wow. So we were talking about the blizzard of 96 in Jersey the other day.
Oh my God.
Before I went into the other side of things, we were defueling an aircraft on the flight line, which takes forever, right? And the blizzard hit, and I got a parka, and the hole in the parka was about yay big. That shit hitting you in the face hurt like hell.
I bet.
It was like needles getting you in the face. No shit. Wildest thing I've ever seen.
I was in, which I knew it was going to be cold when I got up there, so I layered like they always tell. And then I had my Carhartts on, my Rocky Squirrel beanie hat, and I was still cold.
Some of these dudes were processed out, don't you think, Jesse? Yeah, I think. You have to get down to the number.
Yeah.
If they're not in their
'cause-
plans, if they weren't in their plans for this year, I mean, can you even blame him for not doing it?
Exactly.
Or for doing it? Because, I mean, if you're Brent Venables, we're just got done talking about he's got to win at, I think most people would think at the minimum is 8. You got to win 8.
Yeah.
So if you don't win at least 8, you're in deep shit. There's a couple of you guys are in here saying he's got to win 10 or he better get in the playoff. Hell, even Duke said that, and that's not usually what you would hear.
Mm-hmm.
So, listen, I got to keep my job before it would even matter. You know what I mean? So,
man, Jason, we got one dude in the chat that I just he's a breath of fresh air, and he's a Missouri fan.
Rob 007.
Rob. Yeah,
Rob double sevens.
Yeah,
I like Rob, man. He's a good dude.
Dude,
we got 2 Mizzou fans that are okay, man.
Yeah, we do.
Richard Shear too.
Yeah, Richard. Yeah, him too.
Mm-hmm.
But
rest of them can go jump in a lake in Iowa in the winter. Or it's pretty cold in Missouri too.
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
Damn cold up there. All right. Dominic Williams should be coming back as well. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Agreed. Sounds like that's the case. May not have to bump him up too much more. They paid him a lot. And I'll tell you what, that Dominic Williams move was huge because that his old coach, what's his name? This is his handler. He's bringing a lot of other attention this way too. Got a lot of people coming to Oklahoma. So look, and I wouldn't be the portal opens in 3 days.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually open for 3 days. So I would just tell you guys, we're going to get out of here, but I would just tell you guys what you got to remember is that you got to get to the numbers. It had to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
It had to happen. Some of these things had to happen. So, but there's lots of talent already in it that we already know of, and wait until you see some that's going to be in it. The ones that I'm hearing about, or I'm thinking that it's who it is from Clemson, that you may end up with those guys too, and that's another defensive lineman that we want. Believe that.
Cowboys,
have
you not been listening to us all season long?
Oh, Eeyore.
The SEC move clearly helped Texas more and backfired on OU.
Get him out.
God. Oh man, this is like talking to kids sometimes, Jason.
How do you not look at the guys that they have in the class and say that you didn't go get the Jimmys and Joes? Go home, Eeyore.
Bill
Go
Payton,
home.
though, got the best offensive line class he's probably ever got at OU. And you got to go.
I just had him up there earlier too. This whole class is insane. Elijah Thomas is a guy. That is one of those dudes that might be a Ryan Williams type of guy. He might.
Yeah.
Any news on it? They're not going to talk about it until he can't go in until the 9th. So, I mean, who else is he? Look, he's probably going to go where there's the money. But I would also say he probably wants to play for this guy too. And getting a chance to go to Oklahoma from Washington State, probably a pretty good shot at it.
Yeah.
Apparently they're trying to pay him some money there though too. We'll see what happens.
We got some solid Jimmys and Joes in this. I mean,
bro, this class is small because that's the other thing I said. The portal's going to open and you're going to see some things happen. What if you go get a guy? If you go get Giovanni Gibson, that's a home run. The dude was averaging over 120 yards a game in FCS. He runs a 4. He's 226, 220, and runs a 4.4. That's fucking fast.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, guys go and freaking share that with EJ.
Yeah,
go share that with EJ. And the reason, here's the other thing you got to remember about this smaller class. Okay, again, they're going to add a bunch of dudes in the portal that are difference makers. That's the plan. They've got a bunch of young guys that played last year. The floor is so raised and there's so much talent. Think about this. these safeties that are coming in this class that are, wow, really good. Wimberly. I like Marcus Wimberly, bro.
Oh, I do too. My God.
But how does he get time? How does he get time in there when you got Peyton Bowen, RSJ, Boganowski, Powers?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, bro, we got a bunch of them coming in.
Mm-hmm. I want to see Jaden this year.
He's gonna play. He's got to. But that's the thing. You've got a bunch of these dudes. So you've got all this talent, and we're bitching about every little fucking thing we can find. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
They bitch about getting hung with a new rope.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, hey, look, it's been a tough season. I understand that we want more, and we're impatient as all hell.
Yeah.
But if it was fucking easy, nobody would give a shit.
That's right.
It wouldn't matter. You wouldn't get paid. Nobody would care.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Kobe. Man, I'm gonna have to get Kobe on. It can't be today though. I gotta get to work. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do it. Hey guys, I appreciate everybody coming in. How many likes do we have? Man, we didn't kind of come close. Have 700 views right now, which is decent. I didn't even really I didn't do very well with like putting keywords or anything like that. So and I didn't do a very good thumbnail, so that's probably part of it. But we only got 58 likes for 700 and something views. But hey, I appreciate everybody that did come in. Most of you, anyways. Most of you, anyways. Nah, man, I love everybody. You guys know that. And y'all just do that shit to bust my chops, anyways. Get Legend all pissed off. So, I figured I could do that. It's not BV's first rodeo. He's got guys stacked. They are stacked, bro.
They are stacked.
Stacked. Blind Squirrel. Appreciate you coming. Have you been in before? I don't remember that handle necessarily. Do I know you as somebody else maybe? Class is small, but they will make it. I think they all are different. Think about Trent Wilson. Dude, CJ Nixon is a fucking bad dude. Tory Blaylock is liable to be unbelievably off the chain immediately. You want to talk about A to B real quick? That's that guy. Omarion Robinson, another stud safety, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Cortland Guillory, another stud corner.
God.
Darius Afalava. Chris Mason said, I think he would block his grandma into the end zone.
Yeah.
Malik Hawkins. And Michael Hawkins, guys, I would not be surprised if Michael Hawkins ends up being the starter. Mark my words. It would not surprise me.
And that's before we wrap this up, that's another thing I love about Arbuckle is he is a genuine, real quarterbacks coach.
Yeah.
And if y'all want to see results, go watch Miami and Campbell.
One of the best quarterback coaches in the world, by the way, though. Just so we remember, Kevin Murray. He works with one of the best quarterback coaches in the world too. He just didn't get his shot after Seth left.
Exactly.
So it is what it is, man.
Duke,
appreciate you, Duke. Appreciate all you guys, man. We love all you guys.
Yeah.
Much love. Tight end, sprint option. Hoot! Let's go. No sprint option. All right. No tight end sprint options. Damn it. All right. Guys, I appreciate everybody coming in, guys. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Share the stream. We appreciate it. Hey, man, we're on our way to 4,500. We got to 4,110, I think. Help us get to 4,500 soon. It'd be great. It'd be great. Share this stuff with others. We appreciate you. We'll see you all.
I'm on the push to 6.
Come on. I don't know what I'm just trying to get out of here is all. I'm sorry. Make sure you are already on the Sooner Legend podcast. I know most of you guys are. Get over there and do it. He's doing a lot more stuff than just the legend work these days. So a lot of live streams, Mike Boganowski, Marcus Dent. There are a lot of the dudes that are coming on here, coming on there. But hey, him and Bishop Frank are holding court over there all the time. Coach Rick's and him have been doing a lot of live streams together lately too. So you guys need to make sure you get over, check out Coach Rick's as well. Hey, shout out to Trap House Booming again. Much love to Trap. I was telling the story about how he kind of kept me in the thing, and shout out to all the Oklahoma content creators, man, even them boys at the Sooner Surge that I know not everybody loves. Shout out to the Sooner Surge as well. There's that guy that thinks he's an OU content creator, but he can kiss my ass. So anyways, we're out of here. We'll see y'all later. Have a good one.
Peace.